Welcome to Travel Babble with Basha. I am Basha, your hostess today as I do a review on Urben Guesthouse in Rome, Italy. I tend to stay in all types of establishments. I stay in upper class hotels when I want to splurge, and I stay in some cheap rooms when I'm just going to be there a short time and really just need a place to lay my head. I was going to be in Rome on my own for about a week. And I wanted a place to be convenient to where I needed to go, but also would give me some downtime and had a place that I could do some work. Urben Guesthouse was the place. I looked around, I had found several places, I narrowed it down to two, and I decided to go with this location. Now, what I really liked was the location. It was on a quiet cul-de-sac. The only people who came down that cul-de-sac were coming to the few buildings that were there. Even going down one of the other areas, there was a military establishment, some type of military building, and nobody could get in there, so you really had no cause to come unless you were coming to the buildings or going the other way to the military establishment. Perfect, quiet, but yet I could walk about 2 blocks and be on one of the main roads in Rome. That road consisted of many restaurants. I walked to dinner when I went out every night. I was able to go shopping just down the street. There were many restaurants within walking distance. I could go to a small little sidewalk cafe for pizza. I could go to a nice fancy restaurant where I could either eat inside or out on the sidewalk. And I did both. There were also several other places that I walked. Around the corner was a supermarket, and I love to check out supermarkets to see what different people buy and what's available and what the prices are. So I spent some time at the supermarket and brought snacks back. I had a refrigerator in my room, which was very convenient. From the time I checked out Urben Guesthouse, the communication via email with the owners was very straightforward. They quickly responded. They quickly gave me the information I needed. When I arrived, I simply had to give them a message, which I was able to do because I was able to connect to their Wi-Fi from outside the door. They were able to buzz me into the door, and I could get upstairs to the room. Now, I had splurged a little bit. They have several rooms, but I wanted that place to be outside and to also have a quiet place to work. So I opted for the room with the terrace. The terrace was perfect for me. It had some beautiful plants, beautiful flowers. It was quiet. It overlooked that cul-de-sac. It had a little table where I sat and I planned my visit. I had my map and I had all my locations and I was able to sit there and plan. Other days I was able to sit there and work. And in fact, I also was able to dry my laundry out there on one day. More about that. The room was pleasant. The only really difficult thing is when I got there and I looked up and I saw stairs. Now I can go upstairs, but these were very narrow, steep stairs. And I was a little worried. A friend of mine had come with me. We had just gotten off of a cruise. She was going to spend a few hours with me before catching her airplane. And we looked at those stairs and were a little worried. We managed to get up them with our luggage and managed to get back down later when she left and then when I left the next week. But I would advise that if you do have problems with stairs, this is not a good place if you're going to be in one of the upstairs rooms. The downstairs rooms, you should still be fine. But going up and down the stairs without luggage, I had no issues. It was just carrying the luggage up and down, and I figured out how to do it. Once I got up there, my room was very nice. I had a nice big bed. I believe it was a king size. I had a TV, which had several different stations. It had, I believe, Netflix and Hulu, and I'm not sure what else it had on it. But it was plenty to watch. There was English. There was also Italian. So I was happy with that. I had a nice little couch on the side, which folded down as well. I really used that just to put my luggage. My friend did take a short nap on it, and she said it was okay for a short nap. As I mentioned, I had a refrigerator, which I used throughout to keep some of my snacks. The room was great. The terrace was great. The bathroom was okay. Everything in there was nice. They had provided toiletries. There was shampoo. There was a shower cap. There was soap. There was plenty of towels. Housekeeping would bring me towels. When they came in to clean, they would always ask me if I needed anything. The only thing I would say is if you were in the shower, just to be careful. It did get slippery because the floor was basically felt like concrete. And it did get slippery, but I didn't have any problems. I just made sure I was very careful in there. Overall, Urban Guesthouse, good location, good place. The bathroom also had a big sink. I said I would tell you about laundry. The bathroom had a nice big sink where I was able to wash out. I generally carry little laundry sheets with me that are soap, and I was able to wash a lot of my laundry in there and hang it out on the terrace. It was a bright sunny day, so it dried very quickly. I was very happy about that. Overall, the Urban Guesthouse, perfect location. I was glad I splurged a little bit by going for the room with the terrace. I believe they only have one with the terrace. The views are okay. Looking at the cul-de-sac was wonderful. Looking at the other buildings was okay. It was always quiet. I could not recommend this place any higher. I will be staying there if I go back again for a similar trip to Rome, Italy. And if you think that you might be going to Rome, you want to check out this place, tell them Basha sent you. And before you go, don't forget to pack your bags. But remember, you have to carry them up those steep steps, so don't pack them too heavy. See you next time, and if you like this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.